Hi, I am so excited. I finally finished my pink book. It was one of the first ones I bought, and I'm not sure what I want to put here. I decorated this probably 2 years ago and um, just haven't added anything to it. I put Mod Podge and put on a doily, and I just folded it over. And then the cameo was a necklace from the dollar store, and it's just hanging in there. So, this kind of started out as a scrapbook book about scrapbooking and scrapbook shopping. This was in a magazine. It was a blonde girl. And so, I scanned her and flipped the image and then colored in the hair brown to match my friend because I'm blonde and she's brunette. And then these are some ladies that I met and I'm still friends with. And we had a crop one day. This was a tea room that was in town, and this is not filming very well. Let's try that. And I really wish they were still in business because every month they had different teas. And I put some extra pictures. They had a Downton Abbey one, and I was really excited because I asked them to have Anna Green Gables, and she was going to think about it. And then she went out of business. These are all the games that I play on Facebook. I just did screenshots. And then this Fun and Games was from a magazine that I cut out. Here's some more scrapbook shopping. And this is one of my favorite pictures because I had taken a picture of them right before this. And the Hobby Lobby part was cut off, so it just said ho. And I said, I have to retake it because you guys look like you're under the ho sign. And I got them laughing. And this was a kit from Walmart many years ago. I love that image. This is actually one of the first scrapbook pages I did. And it had that white part in here that said nobody sees the world quite like you do. And I had some stamps, and I took blue and green ink and kind of mixed it up and stamped and put how I see the world a little bit different. This is a road trip when my sister was out here. And that's my mom and my sister, my mom's friend Pat, and our preacher's wife, Darlene. And this is when I got the new bedspread and our new curtains and hanging up the curtains, and you would not even believe the ordeal that was. It was kind of funny. I really don't like to show too many kiddos on my page, but we had gone scrapbook shopping and to Hobby Lobby. I love Betty Boop. I used to have a Betty Boop bathroom. I still collect her. And we have this place called Charlie Brown Farms out by us, and they have junk for days. Anything you could think of they have out there, but they had these little statues, so of course I took pictures. This is my grandma and me and my sister with her. This is from Scrapbook Expo, and I put little receipts and everything in the pocket because if you spent so much, you got a pin. But then we ended up finding one in the bathroom and kept it. This was more of that trip. After Scrapbook Expo, we had to go to Hobby Lobby, and then we went to the spaghetti factory. This is my friend Julie, and we were best friends when she lived on my block when I was a little girl. And we have a picture of us when we were probably like 7 or 8 posed just like this. So we recreated the pose. I was in Houston and called her, and we were at a Jack in the Box right down the street from her house. So it worked out really well. I did some journaling. Cato's, I'll do a lot of Cato's pages anytime I find one. I love to shop there. I miss it since I moved to California. It's not the same online. And then those are some more of those scrapbook girls. I wish we could get together again. This was the ladies from my mom's church, and we had a booty control party. And we just took some silly pictures. And I got all of this papered embellishments at Tuesday morning. This lady I have known forever online, and we got to meet up in Washington, and I need to fix the eye. And she had made me the cutest R for my wall. And I'll see if I can. See, it's right there. She had made me that with our favorite paper that we bought that day. And we both loved it. And I lost that paper. And I found it. And so I matted our pictures from meeting her. And this was another scrapbook thing I went to. I totally am forgetting the lady's name right now. She sells little paper piecings online. And I really like the scrapbookers do it all night long. And I used to have a t-shirt like that. And she's blonde and I thought it looked like me. And I took pages of I took pictures of the pages I did that day. And this is Cantor's on Fairfax in LA. It's one of my favorite places. And we went, that's Sean's parents. And we went to eat there before we went and saw Wicked. This is my friend Evelyn's birthday. This was my 38th birthday this year. Me and my mom went for yogurt. And that's my mom babysitting. And these are cards I got for my birthday. And then this is my friend Winter and her birthday. Sorry about that. My mom and I have a tradition. Anytime a Nicholas Sparks movie comes out, even when I didn't live here, when I lived out of state, we would both go on the day it opened and talk about it. And we both loved The Longest Ride. And I found all of these on Pinterest. And I used our movie ticket stub. And then these were something I got for $1 at Big Lots a million years ago. I did this page this morning. That's my dog, Tink. Well, one of my dogs. And Sean and I had taken her to the doggy park for a walk. That's my cousin, Jody. And I had to do a picture on her. I went and stayed with her for a week a couple years ago. And it was so much fun. My mom's birthday. And I made a little tag to write about it. And sometimes I just glue on the sides and on the bottom so I can make a pocket. Got these at Big Lots as well. And I don't know if you guys know April. She's on the group. Hi, April. And her daughter. And she came to Lancaster. We went and tried out for the movie Fast and the Furious 7. And then, of course, we went to Michael's. And then we went out to eat. Just a fun day. Did a Smashbook page on buying my Teresa Collins trimmer. If you knew how old my trimmer was, this was a big deal for me to spend money on another trimmer. And I totally left that blank because I really liked that page. This was years ago at a scrapbook store in Branson. And that's me and my sister because we both scrapbook. There's another crop from those ladies that I used to scrapbook with. And then that's just from one of the mall picture things. And my friend Evelyn didn't want to get in there, so I made a fake picture and I put her picture. I just wrote her name. I thought it was funny. This is my mom and her friend Pat, and her daughter came in. And I used the, I really like the little cards for Project Life. And I used a couple of those. And then this was up in Placerville, California, which has nothing to do with Eiffel Tower, but I wanted to use it. These are some of my favorite journalings, and the journals are just beautiful. And so I cut it out and I left it all to have texture. Sean and I had gone to Santa Monica. This was a couple years ago. And we found a Zoltar, and I was so excited. So I printed out things from the movie Big. And of course, I had to get my Fortune by Zoltar. I really wanted to unplug it and go back to being a kid, but you know, doesn't work. And that's when I first got Tink. She was so cute and so little. And this is the page I did the other day that Heather inspired me. I had some magazine cutouts of John Hughes movies. And of course, I love John Hughes movies. 16 Candles, Some Kind of Wonderful, Breakfast Club, all of that. So I just cut that up and I found these printables on Pinterest and printed them out. I do lots of pages on this. We go to South Dakota every year, and there's this mountain up there called Spirit Mound, and everybody says, oh, don't climb it, it's so hard to climb, and we climbed it. And then I used one of those see-through quotes, and I just added the washi on each side, and it says, there is no time to be bored in a world as beautiful as this, because it is beautiful up there. And this has journaling in it, and then this is just the little pamphlet. My mom is in love with the Project Life system, but then it didn't really work for her either, so I got her on the Project Life app. So my mom and I have been having fun with that, so I scrapbooked about that. And then the last page, my mom wanted me to go have lunch with her and her friend Pat, and I was like, we already had lunch with Pat this week, and she meant this other lady, Pat, and I had forgotten about her. I've known her since I was a kid, and her daughter used to babysit me, so that was a fun surprise lunch. And thank you for looking at my book, and look how fat she is. Oh, she's so pretty. Thanks a lot. Bye.